fairy tale. I would like
Rapunzel.
Does anybody have a favorite fairy tale that they remember, you know, a few details from, have some like vague knowledge of, even if you don't remember all the characters or the plot or anything that you...
Rapunzel.
I'm sorry?
Red Fan Winkle.
Red Fan. Okay, do you want to come up and talk about it for a minute? Is that okay? Okay, great.
I'm Morgan.
Okay, Morgan. Good to see you.
Let's give it up for Morgan.
Morgan, Red Fan Winkle is your favorite fairy tale. Why?
It's like one of the first ones I heard when I was a kid. It's like as far back as I can remember.
Okay.
And I remember seeing it because it's like kind of a like Hudson Valley, like I'm from Connecticut, but it's like from Fairfield, so it's like kind of around Westchester and stuff like that. So I don't know, it's like kind of a fairy tale that's centered around that area.
Okay.
And I remember. It's not a true story. No. It's not a true fairy tale. No, it's just centered. It's centered there, like during like the colonial time.
Okay.
So it's like during the Revolution.
That's great. That's more than I've ever known about any fairy tale I've ever read. Okay, so Rip Van Winkle, I guess, is the central character of the story.
Yeah.
Do you want to tell us about him a little bit?
Yeah, Rip Van Winkle. He was a drunk and a farmer.
Okay.
I presumably had a beard. I assume he had a beard at the time. Yeah, it sounds about right. And he was married to a woman, as per that time. So yeah, that was him. Yeah, that was his.
Okay. And are there any other characters from Rip Van Winkle's story were memorable to you?
Besides
the woman.
Besides the woman he was married to. Well, he meets his son again after. The story is that like the story is like he goes in the woods and he meets like these like elves or whatever, and they have a bunch of booze. So he like sits down and he's like, sure, I'll get drunk or whatever. And then he like passes out, I guess, and then wakes up like 20 years later. Yeah.
That was a lot of booze.
Yeah.
Okay, and what comes of him when he wakes up?
Well, he like wakes up and he's like, oh, he just figured he was passed out for like a couple hours.
Right.
He like wanders into town, and it's like after it's like he jumps 20 years past the Revolution.
Okay.
So he's there and like everything's different. Yeah, sorry. The revolution.
NBC in comedy.
So he jumps past so the country is occupied by different people, the same people.
Yeah, he's confused because like the in the center of town, like where there was like a statue of King George, it's like gone. I forget why his son's important. He like meets his son again, and they were like, I think there was like some acrimony there because he thought his dad like ran off.
Oh, okay. Well, as you do.
Yeah, as you do. Right. Yeah. Yeah. What do you do? So yeah, that's the story. And I think his wife's dead at that point. And it's actually like a really shitty story to like tell an 8-year-old. But yeah. Yeah, it was like I guess maybe I wasn't at the time. That would I don't know.
Somebody wanted to teach you a lesson.
Yeah, no, going drinking booze with shooting short people. Dare education. Yeah.
Okay, so how does the story end? Do you remember?
I think he like retires back on his farm, and his son takes care of him again, or something like that. But he like tells everybody the story of it, and everybody thinks it's crazy, and like they don't believe him or whatever. But I think his son was the kid of it.
Okay. So do you have a favorite character from all the ones you mentioned, or anybody who you felt like I can relate to that person?
I guess the son. I guess I probably would relate the most to it because like I'm relatively forgiving. I'm like a pretty forgiving person, so like I guess I might forgive my dad if I thought he like wanted like 20 years younger and like came back. So like no, I was passed out in the woods, so I think at least I think I like the story because I like that time period most. So I might not do that connection with the characters, but it's like the time period.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great. Well, I don't have any other questions.
That was fascinating.
I have a few.
you have any questions?
Okay, I'm sorry. What are, why do the elves do that to him?
Yeah.
Well, they were like, oh shit, oh, I just remembered. They were like Dutch trappers or something like that. When we like met in the woods, because like obviously like Hudson Valley, like they were all up and down that area.
Obviously.
So yeah.
And what did they actually give him?
I mean, as far as I remember, it was just booze, but it could have been, you know, anything.
Magic potion.
Magic potions. Yeah, I guess it was a magic potion.
But you remember it as booze, so that's...
Yeah. That's how I relate to it.
Listen, I have to tell you, I have never heard this story before.
No!
And I now feel cheated out of a child.
Right?
Because I think that's amazing.
Yes. So historic, okay. You know, that
Okay. I think we're good.
That was great. Thanks, Morgan.
Thank you.
Morgan, thank you. What we're going to do now is we are going to tell the story of what happens next after Morgan's version of Rip Van Winkle.
Oh God, the elves again. No, I promised Charlie I would go out again. Hi, Charlie. Nothing to see here. How's your day?
It was great. Ready for a date? Going out?
Yeah,
Out back.
yeah.
You better get dressed. You can't go out in a white beater or boxers.
No, certainly can't do that. Okay, all right. Just get dressed. One mic at a time. It's like I remember.
You seem real cagey.
Yeah. Just, you know, got a text from an old friend, that's all. And just reminded me of some.
It's your phone.
Okay, just
We've had this conversation.
pull it out of my boxer as they were.
It's sweaty.
I know, sorry. Get nervous when they bring up.
Somebody's offering you a lot of booze.
Yep, they are. So, but I was going to say no, and then you walked in, and so where are we going tonight?
Better call out back.
Why?
It seems like you and I need a conversation.
Okay.
Hello, stop that!
Hi, I'd like to cancel a reservation I made for a romantic dinner for 2 at 8 p.m. Specifically requested candlelight and a special present to be delivered in our bloomin' onion. I'd like to cancel all of that.
Yeah, we spent a lot of time and as much effort as Outback has put into everything, so. Okay, you're canceled.
Hey, we don't need to cancel. Hey, we don't need to cancel.
Hang on one second.
Are we canceling or not?
Hey, well, totally fine. Totally fine.
All right, I want you to delete that number out of your phone.
Okay.
All right, we're back on.
Oh, okay. Open onion. Get it sizzling.
How long do you think dinner's gonna be? Just out of curiosity.
You put your damn phone away.
No. Okay, I just pressed send. I did not delete the number. I had a little bit of a
Calling out back.
don't.
Hi, I'm Marcia.
Hi, Marcia.
It's been 27 days since my last drink.
Sorry, I'm late. Sorry, I'm late.
It's Marcia.
Yeah,
Fine,
Marcia.
All right.
Please, say more.
Yeah.
Okay, it's a hard day at work, and I needed a beer. I didn't need it, I wanted it, so I had one. Just get off me. Sorry.
We're on your back because that's love that you feel on your back. Not pressure, just love.
I'm embarrassed of myself. Rip, do you want to just...
My name is Rip.
Hi, Rip. Marcia, we greet all of our guests. Say that one more time for us, Rip.
Hi, my name is Rip.
Hi, Rip.
And it has been, it's been about 8 minutes since my last drink.
Slow and steady. Great progress.
And that's why I was late to the meeting. But the last time, you should be proud of me, because the last time it wasn't just 8 minutes late, it was like 20 years. And I missed out on a whole slew of stuff.
This is a room filled with forgiveness and filled with love.
Good job, Rip.
Rip, please tell us, when you had your last drink, what prompted you to take it?
Yeah, it was just a text from an old friend, and just seeing how things were going, and I'm really not a fan of the Outback, which is where Charlie and I were going to go.
Triggers.
Triggers.
Outback has been triggers
Outback.
for so many. It's very common.
That's crazy. It's one of my...
Marcia,
Yeah.
we steer clear of the word crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah.
That's wacky, wild, whatever you want to do.
Shut it down, dear. Okay. Back to me. I've got nothing else, but I just don't like the attention to be on me. So,
Rip, do you need some eye contact?
yeah, I'd love some eye contact.
I could use...
Shut the fuck up, dear.
Look who came to work today. I see you growing a beard. As with the times, as you always say.
Keep up with the current trends.
I wish you would keep up with the current projects, but far be it.
I'm behind, I'm sorry.
A little behind?
Yes.
Do you remember the last time you came to the office?
No.
I wouldn't expect you to. It was 20 years ago. 20 years ago to this date. Oh, yeah, there are the eyes. And now you just walk in, sit right back down, and pour yourself a drink. It's hard. You're right, this is no place for these papers.
Well, maybe things have changed. Lay contracts down on paper now for them to be binding.
You do, that
Is that always the case?
That was always the case. This is your problem. Eye contact. 20 years and you just mosey back in like you own the place. Is that what you're going to do?
Do I not own the place anymore? That's
Those were the papers. You do still own the place. But still, you just abandoned the bar, you abandoned the client, you abandoned me. I've grown old. I've grown old and I've grown alone.
I can't tell if you're old enough for your beard.
As is the times.
I didn't know it had been 20 years, and I apologize profusely.
An apology is just not going to bring 20 years back. This is how we exercise.
Thank you all for coming to this solemn occasion. Today, we celebrate the life of woman. lost her far too young. She was clearly an asset to this community, and before the family gets up to speak, I would like to say a few things about woman. Woman was, she was a wife.
She was.
She had one son. She was female. She was there. This is so hard for all of us because woman, she wasn't just a regular woman. She was what one might call a leading lady. We miss her. Would the family love to come to the podium, please?
I prepare a few words as I remember her. Woman. 5'6" tall. 100. I told myself I wouldn't cry. 123 pounds. You were a constant everywhere I went, except for the times that you weren't there.
Do you remember how, when we were growing up, she was mostly around?
She was always mostly around.
Cooking meals.
A lot of the time.
She was a
Our
wife.
favorite meal that she'd cook. Dinner.
Yes. It's helpful when you let it out. It really is.
You were more than a woman to me. You were my mother. Mother. Brown hair. Brown eyes.
I don't have anything prepared, but I just. Do you guys remember when we did?
I speak to her body. Just go right up to
Do you guys remember when the time when we did something bad and she scolded us kindly?
But you knew she meant business, but gently.
I'd like to say something.
Over here.
I'm strict about my funeral.
Breasts. That's all.
Okay, so you want to have a seat today. You have been making wonderful progress with your PTSD.
Oh.
So now what I want to do in this seventh session of our summit, we're going to start to introduce triggers. We're going to see if you have flashbacks, we're going to see how you deal with them.
Okay.
Because you went through something most people haven't been through. On top of the alcoholism, there was a hallucination, propensity to hallucinate, and Dutch trappers took advantage of that. There's one. I'm just going to make a note of that. This is very, very interesting. I
mean, it makes sense.
Does it mean anything if I put on this Queen's Gate cap? Okay, wow. Okay. All right, great. Now,
Sir, yes, I brought you your chocolate thunder from down under.
sorry, Allison. Now I've got a garden gnome with me. I don't know if that'll remind you of anything. Put some memories in your.
Fuck you! Fuck you!
Sit down.
Hey, Dr. Jones. I just want to let you know your 4 p.m. is going to be late. Sorry about the noise. It takes forever to wear in these clocks. where they made their clothes in those times.
Yes. And what I'm doing here is churning butter in a bucket, just like they do in Colonial Williamsburg. It's not butter yet. It'll take me 8 more hours.
That's how long it took to make butter.
Wow.
We truly appreciate your business.
Well, and you say Greenwich is only 45 minutes away.
Ta-da!
Wow. When you said we were going to Connecticut, and I thought, Bristol. This is it. He's taking me to Bristol. You said, I know.
Romantic surprises are on our website.
They have a website?
Colonial, they have a website. Wanted to do something special. And,
I'm going to keep churning while you talk, just to speed up the process.
yeah, well, as you know, my last relationship didn't work out. Why don't you bring someplace special out?
Did you put the thing in the butter?
That's real butter.
Thank you. Yes.
I called you 4 times.
I know, it looks so nice on. I don't get paid that much. It's never going to happen for me. Colonial guard every day.
This is Colonial Connecticut. Here is the rope for the hanging of the witches. If you would like to hang yourself,
This is as good a time as any.
2 choices you have to make.
Both eternal.
Here I am in Colonial Connecticut, and me without my dowry. How silly, but yes, a million times, yes!
Okay,
They
yeah.
never choose the death.
Easier to trap if they all wore clogs like us. I can hear it coming a mile away. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I've been preparing some more potions. Oh, perfect. Tail of newt. Eyeball of deer. Feather of eagle. Handle of absolute citron. One part cranberry juice. Another part absolute citron. Oh, Reg, Galvin. Oh,
Hello, friends.
Hey, you get our text. Jones and Rip.
Just come by and see what's up.
You knew what was up when you walked through that door. Don't play coy with us. We got your Snapchats.
Give me a lot of citron. I just came from the funeral of a friend.
Oh, woman, was that hers today?
Good woman I knew.
Oh,
Cheers to remembering.
I'm still off. No. It just putting me around it just helps me sometimes.
Come on, Rip. Don't you want some of this magic potion?
No.
We're old friends.
No. Yeah. I mean, let me just take a whiff of it.
No, you want it.
No.
You could Instagram it to someone.
Can you imagine how many likes you'll get for this pretty little glass? Come on.
Drink the fucking thing, man.
Oh, that brings me back.
20 years, someone forgot their manners. Sure.
Oh. Boy, it's good to be back, fellers. So, do you guys hear that America's free now?
Welcome back to therapy. Father, son, working on forgiveness. We forgive you. How's it going? Do you trust each other?
She
Let's start with him. He seems to be a little intoxicated. That's your son, and you left him for 20 years. You're working on your relationship.
Do I trust him? He's drunk right now.
Express the most.
It's hard to come down on somebody whose hands shake like that. I just feel bad for him. I feel bad for you.
I know.
But also I despise you.
Oh.
And those are just confusing feelings for me to have running around. Stop it!
Sir and miss, one bloomin' onion and a filet medium.
Oh, now you trigger again. Oh.
That's what I'm going to suggest for both of you. Together, I want you to sing the forgiveness song I taught you.
Fine.
Hold each other's hands.
Forgiveness is loving. Forgiveness is true.
These two trained can't even sing with me!
But you guys are working and you're working together, and I feel the forgiveness in the room.
Is that horseradish? The sauce? It's good.
Hey, you guys doing okay there? Finish that? You want some dessert? Can I interest you in some flan or a piece of Dutch chocolate cake?